Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is Friday, June 15th, and I am going to be doing a June mid-month check-in or a week 2 check-in. So whenever I'm doing these, I like to refer back to our original budget, which is here. And so what I've done is I've gone ahead and transferred all of the numbers onto the regular piece of computer paper that I like to use. But starting next month, I'm not going to use the computer pages anymore. I'm going to lay out the budget in my planner in a way that's going to make way more sense, and it's going to be much easier for you guys to understand. So anyway, we're going to put this away. I am going to show you really quickly the week 1 check-in, so that is what we're looking at right now, but I've done another sheet just like this for week 2, so let's hop right into that. Okay, so what I like to do is go into my Fudget app. And because I have tracked all of our expenses and all of our income, all I have to do is hit the options chart, and then it tells me the amounts. Now, I don't see the balances, but I can do that math myself in my head typically. So, for example, I already know that we budgeted, let's see, $100 for my husband's allowance. He spent $65. He has like $35 remaining. So I don't really need the balances. I just need the amount that we have spent so far. So this is showing all of the balances. And so I've gone ahead and transferred all of those to this little piece of paper here. And we're going to go down the list and highlight or underline if we are over budget or if we are under budget, or if we're perfectly on budget. So again, in referring back to that original budget, I like to have it nearby sometimes, but I won't technically need it for this because I've already gone ahead and put the original budgets on the left side of all of these different categories. So had I not done that like I did last month, or the last time, did I do it? No, I did it last time as well. Never mind. So we don't need this page because I've already gone ahead and put the original budgets for each category on the left here. So rent and water, we budgeted $570. It was $570. Cable and internet, we budgeted $108.49. It was $108.49. Personal trainer, we budgeted, I think this is backwards. This is why I shouldn't have done that. We budgeted $360, but we've paid, yeah, this one is backwards. We budgeted $360, but we've paid $350. That's probably all that I will pay. So as of right now, we are under and probably will be at the end of the month as well. Car insurance, we budgeted $666. We paid $666. My minimum payment on my student loans, we budgeted $241.74. That is what we paid. My allowance / business expenses, we budgeted $100. I am currently at $38.23. You guys can go ahead and start congratulating me now. Cue applause. So that's I'm pretty excited about that because I have only purchased like a few things so far, and I think that there are things like I purchased this undo stuff for like removing stickers. So I wouldn't call it like a necessity or anything, but I think it's more needed than like some other things that I sometimes purchase. So anyway, I have purchased a decent amount of necessities. My husband's allowance, we budgeted $100. He is under as well, per usual, at $65.79. Donations and gifts, we budgeted $25. We're over at $50. We're going to be over some more because we still have some things to buy that were random. So we basically got invited to technically 2 baby showers that, well, one we kind of knew about but forgot about, and then the other one we didn't know if we were like going to be invited or not. So therefore we're going to be over because of that. Toiletries, we budgeted $25. We are currently at $16.65. I think that we are going to be under budget there. I'm going to try my best to keep it under. Gas, we budgeted $140. We are under at $55.09, and we probably will be under there. Because the way that you can kind of gauge how you're doing is if you've spent like half of the budget whenever you're halfway through the month, then chances are you're going to be under budget unless, you know, you happen to, you know, something really comes up or you happen to, you know, really blow the budget. Like for gas, we're probably going to be under unless we take some kind of random road trip or something like that, if that makes sense. Groceries, we budgeted $350 and we have spent $51.98, which is going to be pretty obvious when we get down to this one here. Restaurants and dates, we budgeted $100 and we have spent $103.22. So as for this one, I'm actually kind of surprised that that's high, but we went to one fancy restaurant and we spent like $45, and I'm a good tipper, so that pretty much takes up majority. I guess I should mention that I think a really good tipper. So a lot of times, you know, it's probably best for us, first of all, to just stay home, but also a lot of times that is why our restaurants and dates is high, because I'm not going to go have a $50 meal and tip $5, or you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of the root cause of a lot of that, but I'm okay with that because I try to budget for it. But that fancy restaurant kind of took us over. But groceries, we've only spent $51.98, and probably we'll spend another $50 or so before the end of the month. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, I guess. But I don't know, sometimes we'll do that, which I don't really think is a good idea, because per my training, I can go out to eat. It just can't be like, I can't just be out like eating butter and bread and like unhealthy stuff. I can eat healthy stuff. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes we should just take some out of groceries and just lump those together and just call it a food budget, and maybe food, restaurants, and a food and dates budget, and try to keep it under like $250 or $300 or something like that. That's what I sometimes think that we should do, but whatever. The last one is miscellaneous. I told you guys I lost my SD card inside of my computer, which is really weird to say, but I stuck the SD card inside my CD-ROM drive, and so my SD card is stuck inside of my computer. I purchased another one that was like $35. That is pretty much the reason why miscellaneous is so high. We are over, sorry, at $52.28. We also had tolls that we needed to pay from last month when we went to Florida to get on the cruise ship, and I paid the money last month, I'm pretty sure, but it did not come out of our account until just the other day. So because I technically forgot about it, I put that in miscellaneous, so that's another reason. But as far as like true miscellaneous expenses, I can tell you guys, like, just so you have a general idea of what that might look like. So the memory card was $32.39. Oh, Amazon Prime, that came out of miscellaneous. The thing about Amazon Prime is we only get it if we get enough cash back from our PayPal debit card. I've explained that before. If you have like a business, you can get a PayPal debit card. They give 1% cash back. We normally get anywhere from like $10 to $20 a month. And if we do hit the threshold of $12.99, we will go ahead and pay for our Amazon Prime. So technically that's really not a miscellaneous expense because it never really crosses our account. So technically that doesn't count. So in which case, we don't have any real really have any real miscellaneous expenses, because the last one was that toll for $6.90. So with that said, we don't really have any true miscellaneous expenses this month, but sometimes if we don't know where it should be categorized, if something comes up like an oil change that we've forgotten about, or if something comes up that we have to spend money on and we have a hard time categorizing it, it just has to go to miscellaneous, which is like / uncategorized. If you guys remember, last week we had an uncategorized expense, but we found a place for that. So anyway, this is it. I'm kind of proud. You guys know I'm not bothered when we go over in donations and gifts. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna like show up to a baby shower empty-handed because I didn't budget enough, you know, for donations and gifts. I'd like to think that whenever you're starting your budget at the, you know, because we work on our budget at the end of the previous month. So whenever you are trying to, you know, do your budget and create your budget for the following month, you can only do, you know, what you can do. There are going to be things that pop up. That's just how life is. So I'm not going to be been out of whack about the pop-up baby shower, because I'm just thankful we got an invite. And really that, you know, that's pretty standard for us. But I'm kind of okay with that because we have been saving on groceries for the last couple of months. So anyway, this is our week 2 check-in. I'm going to get this up right now. It is 7:24 a.m. and I'm going to get this up before work. So I hope that your guys' budgets are going relatively well. I'm proud to say that ours is, which is kind of miraculous, but we've been chilling this month. I don't know. I felt it at the beginning of the month. And last month too. I don't know how last month turned out. Let's look really quickly. Because I just felt really good. I felt kind of good about last month, the month of May. I'm getting out the budget. And I felt great about June. I don't know. Which is weird because, I mean, oh, okay. Well, none of that counts because we can't control what the bills are. So, well, we went over donations to gifts just a wee bit. We went over toiletries a little bit. Travel, a couple $100. Miscellaneous. Oh, that was the cart, random car expenses. Gas, we went over a few cents. Restaurants and dates, we went over a little bit. Savings, we didn't save as much because we didn't bring in as much. So, that, actually, I'm not mad at this either. Yeah, because I gave us a B+. So anyway, I've just been feeling pretty good these last couple of months, and I feel like I've been able to control my spending better. And you know, I know I'm like getting chatty and I don't really like talking to you guys behind the camera, but I really feel like whenever I was like putting myself on no spends, I think I did a no spend in like November, December of 2017. I think in January and February of 2018, like a low spend to no spend. I really felt that I would come out better for that. And I think you guys remember me saying that, like, my hope was that I would stop spending money willy-nilly, even if it was given. Like, if I take $100 allowance, I'm free to spend $100. That doesn't mean that I have to, because when I was looking at what I was spending this money on, it was stuff that I didn't technically need. And so my hope was that I would come out better for that, you know, whenever, oh, the camera just went black, so I thought it stopped recording. My hope was that I was going to come out better for that after I kind of like forced myself through those no spends, because I think I am doing really good because I've only spent $38.23 of my $100 allowance. And so maybe, you know, like I said months ago, maybe I can one day get that down to $50 or whatever. So anyway, I think that I have successfully accomplished and set out to do what I set out to do. So I'm really excited about that. I'm feeling really proud of myself. There is something that I want off of Etsy. It is like, it's in my cart now, but I'm purposely not purchasing it until I have to be under budget. I have to be under my $100 allowance this month. Like, so if I get to like the last week of the month, I'm doing pretty good. I have like $60. I will purchase it. The purchase is only $9.60, but I'm not purchasing it until I know that I'm going to for sure be under budget. And if I ever wanted like some makeup products, like if I ever ran out of anything, that is where that money would come from. So I do have to kind of be mindful of that and not go wild on, you know, planner stuff or eating out or whatever it is. You know, sometimes I'll go eat out with my allowance. So I have to kind of just be mindful of that, because while makeup isn't a necessity, that's the category it's going to come out of. So if I ever run out of something, then I just have to make sure that I have a little bit of money left over, or, you know, I'm not completely blowing the budget 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in. So anyway, I'm feeling really proud of myself. I hope that you guys are too. Again, I hope that you guys are killing it like I think that I am. I can't speak for everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I can speak for my husband. He's doing well too. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.